Busy day on the market. There's a lot of stuff to do right now to make coins, whether it's buying, selling, doing some sets. Wanted to make a video because there's just a lot of stuff to do. And starting out with these 91 overall Ring of Honor rerolls, they aren't bad. They are not the worst. And we're going to break down the math and as you see a 96 overall poll. But a 91 Ring of Honor reroll is 25k training at that 1.8 training ratio. This pack costs around 45,000 coins. If you actually go look at the contents you can get inside the pack, being the worst one at 91 overall, these cards are going for 35 to 37k at the unfiltered market. And there's a lot of stuff you can do with these 91 overall players. You also have the 94 overall cards going for around 120k, which is significantly above what a normal 94 goes for. And like we talked about yesterday, the 96 overalls are going for a lot more than a normal 96. They're going for around 330k. What you actually are going to want to do with all the pieces you get in these rerolls is simply go out and do the sets, turn the 91s. You also are going to need a 90 overall, turn the 91s into 94s, take the 94s, turn them into 96s, and eventually build the 98 overall sets and sell those 98 overalls for 1,000,000 coins to get the 96 back as BNDs. You get some free training out of that. So yeah, 91 plus rerolls. Let me know in the comments below how yours have been. I've only opened like 200k. You saw there's another 96. I pulled like 2 96s in 8 packs and did a 98 set. And from what I've seen on Twitter, although you are going to pull a lot of 91s, you don't lose a lot of value when you pull 91. And from what I've seen on Twitch and Twitter, these rerolls are not that bad. I'm not saying they're great. I'm just saying compared to the rerolls throughout this entire year, they're in the upper echelon of training rerolls when it comes to Madden 23. Some cards you should be looking to sell in your binder. Another thing we talked about yesterday, the 86 and 87 overalls right now going for around 14,000 coins at the unfiltered mark. Make sure you do sell those. If you also have some binder junk in your binder, if you have 82 overalls and 84 overalls, your best bet is going to be this 86 overall Super Bowl Elite Fantasy Pack set. And if you also just have 84s and 85s, build the 86, 87 overall exchange set and sell those 86, 87s. You also have 90 overalls. Now, they're filtered a little bit weird right now because the 91 overall Ring of Honor cards kind of flooded and ruined this filter, but you could probably list these guys up at 25k to 27k and sell those off. And again, that's 2.5 per before tax on those 90 overall sales, which is really good. Make sure you're selling both of those overalls. Next up, just want to go through and filter down to the 98 overall cards because there are some really good prices. A lot of cards came out today, man. What, 15 plus 98 overalls? What you're seeing a lot on the older 98 overall cards. I'm talking Team of the Year cards, I'm talking Ultimate Legends, Game Changers. A lot of these 98 overall cards are really cheap, and especially with Easter coming out next week and the trading market going up, a lot of these Team of the Year cards, 98 overalls and Game Changer 98s that you get from sets are down into the low 400s, and that's actually at trading discard at 1.8 per. So if you've been kind of waiting to pick up some Team of the Year cards, some Game Changers, maybe some weekly wild cards, and they were very expensive over the past few weeks, today is a really good day to buy. A lot of people have sold off these older cards in, well, prep for the new 98 and 99 overall Ring of Honor cards. Back to the coin making methods. Another thing you can do with the Ring of Honor cards is simply the 98 overall Ring of Honor sets just by buying the 96s. They're going for 320k right now. And well, if you just do the math, the 98 overall sets, 3 times 320k, that is going to be 960,000 coins. You might think that's a lot. Well, the 98 overall cards are pretty consistently going for 1,000,000 coins. So you take that 98 overall, you do the set, you sell the 98 overall for 1,000,000 coins. You're only spending 60,000 coins and you're getting back 82.5k training. So what, you're getting that for what, 0.7, 0.8 per. Really good. Of course, this is only going to work as long as the 98 overalls are still going for around 1,000,000 coins and the 96 overalls are going for 320k or less. But for right now, I would spam this as much as possible and get your cheap or discounted training. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention, if you were having trouble buying the 96 overalls on the market for 320k, another thing you could do is individually build their set. It just takes a little bit longer. It's actually cheaper, but you do have to buy 294s and 291s. Moving now into the training market and specifically the 96 overall and 97 overall markets because that's what we're focused on. 96 overalls specifically are in much more demand today. You really cannot buy them for 200k. They are easily selling at 250k. One thing, this is really a downside I would say to what we're already doing, is the problem is we're already listing our 96 overalls. We have been for 250k. So the price point of those cards has not really changed today. The only thing that's changed is they're just selling a lot more frequently. So you can't really sell these 96s for like 260 or 270, make any more than we were making over the past week when we were listing them. They're just selling more frequently because they're in demand. Training definitely has a lot more use right now than it has had over the past 2 weeks. One thing though I have been doing is, since 96 overalls aren't really buyable at 200k, I've been selling those. 97 overalls are easily buyable at under 1.8 per, especially Ultimate Legends and Combine players. You can see, by the way, disregard the coins. I am just buying as much training as I possibly can. Anytime I get coins, I just go on the market and buy a 97 overall. Specifically, again, Ultimate Legends, I've been buying under 290k. Very, very easy to buy. A lot of people, again, are just spamming and panic selling a lot of their 97 overall players since they're getting the new Ring of Honor players. So 97 overalls, I'd say Combine filter, Ultimate Legend filter, not Redux filter, that's the 96 overalls. What's another filter? Super Bowl filter actually has not been that bad for me for 97 overalls. So yeah, my whole plan, I guess you would say, over the next 48 hours is sell 96s for 249 or 250k. Take those coins and go buy 97 overalls because they're getting flooded on the auction house for 290k or less. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, or more so ask you guys, is how have your coin Ring of Honor packs been? They look like a pretty good deal. I would buy them and show them in this video, yet I am broke. 97k. And the 91 overall cards, you get 2 of them minimum, are 35k. So you're really only losing, what, 25k if you pull 2 91s. You just pull 194. You're going to profit a lot. So let me know down in the comments below how your Ring of Honor coin packs have been. And a comment if you have any questions. Like if you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. And until next time, peace.